The gap is closing.
Mind the gap.
Okay, no, I'm talking about the gap between available and sold housing, or the relationship between supply and demand. Hi friends, Alex Kai's here, and this is a home in Seattle. Before we dive into the data, have a look at this home in Fremont. It's pretty nice. We're about a block from the main Fremont core, and I really like this area because there's a huge diversity of housing. There's a number of townhouses, a couple single-family homes, some apartments, and it's about half and half owner-occupied and rentals. And it's a really fun area. We're gonna have a look at this one townhouse. It's listed for about 1.3 million, and it's truly a stunner. I love this kind of P&W industrial vibe with I-beams and concrete and raw wood. You don't see it very often, and it's kind of a higher end finish, but it's really nice and pretty unique. Here's the living area we have here. It's just a big open room with really nice views of Fremont. Let's check out what's upstairs. We've got a big bedroom up here with really great views. It's just a nice open space throughout the whole house. Some people might not like it, but I love all of these, exposed utilities and open ceilings and raw concrete. I don't know, there's just something really material about it that I really enjoy. So here's a graph of for sale versus sold, and again, it's not really the numbers that we're looking at here, it's the relationship or the gap between the two. So this is a year's worth of data, August 2020 to July 21, and you can see red is sold, black is for sale, and this is representing supply and demand, and this gap is starting to close. We're seeing sold starting to drop, meaning that buyers are taking a little bit of a break, and listings are starting to catch up to that demand. So if you're looking to buy a home anytime soon, this is great news for you, and let's hope that we continue to see some of these trends. I'm noticing a big decrease in pressure on home buyers recently. And don't fret if you're thinking about selling your house. We're still seeing them sell for over asking and really fast. But it's an end to that era of 40% over list price with 20 different offers. And these days it's more like 10 to 15% with 4 offers. And here's some data to support that observation. So here's a year's worth of data of sales price to list price ratio. August of last year, we were sitting at about 103%. We had a high of 110% in May, and last month we hit about 106%. So you can see we've been over this 100% all year long, meaning that homes are selling for over list price. But there's been a pretty dramatic decrease in the past 2 months. So this is a good sign for home buyers in that competition is starting to ramp down and homes aren't selling for as much over list price as they were 2 months ago. Kendall and I have been baking all day, which is not good in this heat. It's very uncomfortable here. But we have a block party in our neighborhood, and we're gonna bring some baked goods. This video is sponsored by me. I've helped a number of people to make a home in Seattle, from those putting 3% down on a simple condo to those putting down $600,000 on a big house in Queen Anne. If you're still dreaming about home ownership, I recommend saving up a minimum of about $30,000 and asking about first-time home buyer grants. Buying into a home and future equity is one of the best ways to build long-term wealth and security, and I believe it's worth it to get into home ownership as soon as you're able. If you're new to town, I'd love to help you explore the neighborhoods and put that signing bonus and stock benefits to good work. So if you're thinking about making a home in Seattle, send me a message. I've been trying to work up the energy recently to start renovating our 1960s basement into a little bit more of a modern office and studio space. Here's what we're working with. So here's the way upstairs, and then you come down to our basement, and we have laundry back this way, and then this is just a big space that we aren't really using right now because it's very dated, but it also kind of smells down here. The carpet is maybe original, maybe it's been replaced, but it does not smell great. There's also this old fireplace with a stove that's been duct taped in place, and we're hoping to maybe turn that into a gas fireplace, take this wall down, put some cabinets up here, take this wall down, turn it into just one big studio space, because it's very dark and depressing back here. There's no windows. But really, before all that can happen, the garage is a disaster. Okay, so this space is just has been the catch-all for all of the packaging that's come in with our move, and just all of the little projects that I've been doing. But really, it's got to act as a nice staging space for all of the tools and materials that come in before the basement renovation. So it's time to get to work. And finally, we have months of inventory here. And if you remember, months of inventory talks about how long our current inventory would last as long as no new listings came to market. It's kind of a strange metric, but it does allow us to look at supply and demand in an interesting way. So we have a year's worth of data here. In August of last year, we had 36 days of inventory, and it's been going down and down since then. And only recently has it started to come back up, and last month we had 24 days of inventory. So this is just another good sign of the market swinging back towards buyers. I hear children playing, so I think our block party's about to start. So if you're thinking about making a home in Seattle, send me a message. Bye.